Welcome to Snowmobile Sessions Live on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms. We're the #1 destination to learn about snowmobiling, network with other sledders, and have an awesome time doing it. We'll meet other snowmobilers that share your passions and show your fan photos along the way. Snowmobile Sessions Live. Enjoy the ride.
It's a journey for life and I'm gonna ride. Hang on.
This episode of Snowmobile Sessions Live is brought to you by Energy Power Sports. They're Oakville's full-line BRP dealer with sales and service to all BRP models and so much more. Check them out on the internet, energypowersports.ca, or on YouTube. Just go onto your YouTube browser, search up Energy Power Sports, and check out their channel. It's pretty awesome. It's also brought to you by Fast Trac Traction Products. If you go to the fasttrac.co, it's FASTTRAC.co. There's no K in track. And buy your studs, buy your backers, nuts, put them in your cart, add a toolkit to your cart. And if you use the coupon code SNOW, S-N-O-W, that toolkit is absolutely free of charge. I won't say the rest of the spiel tonight because we have Chris from Fast Trac in the house. So it's going to be all about him tonight. It's also brought to you by our super fans. And last week we had Corey Brock. He kicked it off with $13.99. Great show, great guests, guys. We had Jack Heinrich. He said, "Hey, Jeff, I hear you beat the hell out of the slides." Bruce Stewart said, "Great show as always, guys. Cheers." Mike Goulas sent me a super sticker and it was a goal, and Moose gave us $25. He says, for Moose and Ron Kesselute in Teaburg, Ontario. Thanks a lot, guys. They found that little dollar sign at the bottom of the chat window. They hit it and they shared some love. All right, how's it going?
Great.
Good. How are you?
Good. Can I ask you, did you hear the intro music and everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Absolutely.
Okay. I lost total audio there. But we have welcome aboard Chris Weyland.
Thank you, Gary.
So just give us a little soapbox elevator pitch to introduce yourself and your company. And then we got lots of pictures to go through and we can talk more about your products and so forth. And away we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Fast Trac's been around since 1989. It was started by my father and grandfather. And so I've been involved in my life. One of my earliest memories was sorting these pesky backers. And, anytime, not often a 5-year-old's able to make money doing a job, but, gotta love child labor. But in 2015, I came in and started getting the ship rolling really nicely and bringing a nice image for this brand. Didn't have a whole lot to do with creating the product, but it's a phenomenal product, and just getting the word out there has really been my task.
That's great. So it was pretty grassroots. Was it just him making studs for friends and buddies, or was it something where he had a business going, but he just didn't take it to that next level?
He's always been in the snowmobiling, and he saw a demand for the product, and he just he had the contacts as far as getting stuff made to start, and he sold his 30-foot cigarette boat and used all that money and started the business with it.
Nice.
Wow. That's awesome. Good to hear. Let's see who's in the chat, guys. We got Garrett Cawley. He said he looks forward to the show. He unfortunately didn't make it to Energy Power Sports, but he heard it was great. It was awesome. Brad Hitchcock's in there. He gave us some great photos for tonight. Sometime is now, Greg. Hey, he says, Rich and Gary, how's it going? Corey Brock, of course, he's back. Snowstorm. Good evening, fellow sledheads. We have Odie the sled and car guy. He says, good evening, everyone. He must be taking a break from delivering cars. He's been rocking again. Savage One, there's a new name. He's got the devil horns for Canada. Love it. Jesse Buckman, good to see you yesterday at the show, buddy. That was fun. And also your dad. That was cool to meet him. And I never met Jesse before. I think we were saying that, and Rich didn't know that.
I didn't realize that. It was weird. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. So anyway, he's a lot more handsome in real life than
on the camera.
Exactly. Yeah. They say video ads 20 pounds, right? So There you go. Renegade X, my new best friend, my new BFF. Good evening, guys. David Miller, Pro Polaris, of course, he's back.
Yeah, don't forget Pro Polaris.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're at the Energy Power Sports doing a live there on the Friday, and these two fans were there waiting all morning for me to arrive, and I didn't show up till like 1:30. And all the guy did was he walked up to me and he gave me this.
Yeah, it was good.
His business card with Pro Polaris on the back. Hey, if you ever need any lawn and garden or farming equipment, you can talk to Rob at Huron Tractor in Exeter, Ontario. Just look them up on the internet. And they're great guys, man. And he was with Renegade X, so they're practically my neighbors. It was cool, really cool to meet them. So
yeah, that's great bunch of guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Did Brad Hitchcock, did he get his syrup? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, he says dry, so maybe he didn't. Slowby, what's up, fellas? Of course, Slowby. Who else? Mark Bow, love it. Love to see you in the chat there, Mark, buddy. That's awesome. Slowby says Gary, and Dominator's in there. Who else? Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck was awesome. We seen Mrs. Uncle Buck too. She was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Really cool.
That's who we met outside, right in the swap meet.
Exactly.
That's right. Right on,
Yeah.
Hey, guys. So it was good meeting you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's awesome. David Barker says it's snowing in Muskoka, and it's going on and on. The chat's going nuts right now, so it's pretty cool to see. So yeah, that was great. No, what a weekend Rich and I had, man. We culminated the day on Friday, and then Saturday I staked some trails, and then Sunday we Corey Brock drove us. He was our chauffeur driver. He drove the stretch limo to Peterborough, and we went into Sledorama, which is like Canada's version of Heydays.
Just a little tiny smaller, but it was good fun.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah. GPS Gary, thanks for the plug though. That's awesome. I don't know what he meant by that, but Uncle Buck, Mrs. Uncle Buck's watching the show right now. Yeah. She looks taller in real life too. And she's our only female fan. Well, we have one other female fan, but I don't know. I haven't seen her in the chat lately, but there you go. And we met Al from Ontario, from the snowmobile. I got business cards here. So Al McFarland from Quebec Snowmobiling Tours or something like that. One of Neil Owen's buddies. So it was pretty
Neil
good.
Owen was there too. Finally met him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we got pictures to go along with it, and we get going here. So yeah. So like the stud versus no stud, Chris, is always a conversation that people have, and you want to give some insight in it. I'm a pro stud guy, man. I can't stand it when people say they like the slide and turns. What's your opinion on this?
My opinion is that rubber is never going to grip on ice. As much as you could have all these different track designs and stuff, and if you're riding enough miles out there, you're going to encounter the slip corners, and it's not that hard to take something too fast and get on the brakes and want that extra stopping power. And plus, when you add studs on your stud machine, it's a lot more predictable. So you don't have to worry about that icy corner. It's going to stop and go just like it is any other corner without ice. So really, it's just you're able to use the machine to its full potential, and you're not just spraying snow all around.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What about the like some people have a fear of throwing a stud through their heat exchanger? Is there a rule of thumb on studded tracks as far as length of time you should run them, or what would be the reason that tracks tend to throw studs?
Well, there's multiple reasons. A lot of it is poor pattern, and so if you want to stay out of the very center, about 1.25 inches out of the very center, and stay about at least 3/4 of an inch off the side, that's your strongest part of your track. Sometimes people install studs in a track that's way too old. Rubber does get weakened over time, and it's like a dry rot, so the strength isn't there to hold the stud, and this track's eventually going to fail with or without studs eventually. Studs just make it happen a little bit quicker in that kind of scenario. But really, we do a lot of things with our products. So the studs do play nice with the track, and over time you're not getting that little extra wear, so they sit in there a lot nicer.
Yeah. Is there a kind of a limit to the mileage or age that you should put on a track?
Single ply is probably around 5,000 if you're a little more on the aggressive side. Two ply, it's as long as it's a newer track, mileage isn't too big of a factor. I mean, I have customers say, I have 12,000 miles on my on your studs, and I'm like, probably get a new track.
No kidding, eh?
Yeah.
That's good though. Good testament though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are they removable to a point where if you had 10 or 12,000 miles, could you actually remove them and put them into another track, or is that not recommended based on the nuts and threads? And
yeah, you can. I do have customers that do that, and it all depends on how much time you want. If you have more time than money, that's probably a good option to do. You're gonna need new lock nuts because you don't want to use a lock nut twice. But yeah, I have people call me and say, I just need lock nuts because I'm moving your studs to a new track after 5,000-6,000 miles.
that's awesome. Yeah, here we go. We got Jesse. He says stud, 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 and Mark Bowe says he finds stopping is much longer with his pre-studded track. Mark Bowe is a big stud too, so he knows.
Yeah, Brad Hitchcock put up here, I've used Fast Trac Studs since 1996. I took it to the dealer. Took the dealer, installed Woodies out of my girlfriend's 21A XRS 850 and put the new Fast Tracs in it for this year. Got 144 for the new mock in the same time. Good. Beautiful.
Right on. Yeah. He
Brad.
says best studs on the market, the Fast Tracs are.
Oh,
so
Mark,
great.
Mark question here too, and I'm not sure of this. I think I told him to order them online. He's like, I have a question. Where in Ontario can we buy your product? At a retail outlet? Are they available at any retailers up here, Chris, or just is it easier just to buy them online?
Unfortunately, we're really tight on inventory. We're working with Clark at Bergstrom/Triple Points, but he's going to be our main outlet for Canada. We're just fighting for inventory. So unfortunately, we're still kind of going slow and steady as far as launch. He's able to get some products, and some more will become available. And next year, we're hoping a full-blown launch where it'll be easier for Canadians to get product through him, because going through customs and the extra shipping charges is just.
Well, that's great. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that, Gary. That's awesome.
What a good marriage. What a good marriage that is.
Awesome.
And you are a Bergstrom dealer as well, aren't you, Chris?
Right now I know he's flying hard, but I'm sure that's probably happening in the future. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but
yeah. That's funny. Yeah, Uncle Buck said Clark's a great guy. Yeah, we met him at the show yesterday, and he's going to be on next week, I think. So that'll be a good show as well. But yeah,
met him and his brother. They're good guys. They're busy too, like everyone else. They're going through, what's happening in the world, but trying to keep up. So
yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah, we got. Let's get into some fan photos because we've got lots of product shots from Chris to go through, and
right on.
And we can talk more about the Fast Trac product line. We get into that, and away we go. You ready for that, boys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Just got to cue this up here. It's not not easy. Fan photos are brought to you by Fast Trac Snowmobile Traction Products.
Don't let them go to waste.
Check out fasttrac.co. All right. Yeah, so here's Energy Power Sports on Friday. This is John Luke going, I'm trying to get Corey Sled in before April, but it's not working. I don't think Corey Brock's going to get his XRS until like April 28th. I don't. What should I do, Gary? And I was going, that's fine as long as the Renegade X is in. That's all that matters for this year. So, what an event John Luke threw, man. He is quite the. He's quite the. He knows how to run an open house. I'm telling you, he's quite the host. He had $5 tables from the $10 tables. He had sticker kits for $1 for like Ski-Doo sleds and stuff. And Corey Brock was telling us he bought a whack of them. Corey picked up a windshield I think for $20. It was in decent shape on the used table. He bought a whack of Snowmobile Sessions t-shirts and was giving them all away. He had tons of prizes. They had like oxygen helmets on blowout. It goes on and on. The stuff they had there was unreal. It was crazy. But thank you, John Luke, for having us there. It was awesome. Really cool.
What a hell of a dealership, man. I'm telling you, that dealer's nicer than most automotive dealers. Unbelievable. And the stock he had, his stock room was unreal. And
his staff is amazing, man. I love meeting the people, and Neil and Mike, the two sales guys that were talking to most of the customers all day. They were dynamite. I'm looking forward to riding with those guys this year, and the parts counter girls and the front right up to the front reception was just so accommodating to everybody. So in the bottom corner there is the Mach Z. I think he had 7 of them there. What a beautiful sled. And they actually took us out in the parking lot and did the launch control demonstration for us. Launch mode is just insane.
Yeah, it was nuts, man.
What'd you think of that, Rich?
That was unreal. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That thing spools up. It's got a nice deep growl to it. It's a pretty crazy sled, man. It's very, very sexy. Just watch some of the live footage I put out over the weekend from the show on Friday that shows that sled in action and talking about it. So
you're gonna need a lot of studs in that sled.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Don't do 96 in that one.
Yeah. What do you think for studs on that? What would you do as far as stud and track combo on that sled, Chris?
On that one, it's pretty much 144 or 192. You could do either as long as you could do down the center, or you could throw them on the outside. 192, throw them on the outside. It's a little easier, but you're gonna want to, because most single ply tracks you don't stud the outside, but the Moxies come in with a 2-ply, so you get this freedom now to do that. And
nice.
That's what I throw in that.
A lot more flexibility.
Sure. Yeah, especially with that launch control, you're gonna want to get the most traction for sure.
Yeah, look at the pile of shirts there. And then I was hiding a watermelon underneath my shirt.
Damn, I should have grabbed one. I never even thought of
Yeah.
that.
See, I got an oxygen helmet under my shirt. I was walking out the door with it, and they caught me. And then on the right-hand side there, my new buddy, he had a 50 edition hat on and a 50 edition pin. So we chatted him up for a bit. So he likes the classic sleds. So then my day back on Saturday was staking the trails for the New Dundee Snowmobile Club. So nice. Drew and I got a lot of trails staked, and these guys were doing the ends of the road. And that's my buddy Moose, not Moose from T-Bird, but Moose from Air. And he's he was our foreman for the day. So he told us what we were doing right, what we were doing wrong. And this guy here pounding the post is Jeremy, and he's new to the club. And this is his first year volunteering, so he's showing him the ropes here, And nice. One of the ropes was never lift the pounder that high, because if you hit the top of the post, guess where it goes? Right in your head.
Yeah.
And then here's Drew showing the proper technique there. He's got head protection on, and just giving her I made Drew do most of the work because my body can't take it anymore. But the ground was soft. You could almost push the sticks in by hand. It was pretty soft.
Yeah, but frost hasn't hit yet.
Yeah, we got Betty Davis sitting there looking beautiful and blue, and then we got the backyard recreation shop pig here, that Can-Am 400. He loaned me for the day, so that was beautiful. And nice. Remember, we were sitting around at Energy, and Furry came in and he said, you guys need a quad for tomorrow? And I'm like, I think I might be all right. And then he goes, you can take mine. I just got to know before I get up in the morning, because he had fire training. And I texted him before I got home, and I went, you know what? If that offer still stands, I'll take it. And he goes, yeah, for sure. I'll get her ready for you. So he did, and away we went. So glad we had it.
Perfect.
So, yeah. And this is Moose. He's riding on the trailer hitch, and Drew's taking him around to kind of inspect stay off the wheat signs, and little did Moose know the issues we had earlier in the day with this. And this is what was happening with the trailer. We had a 2-inch tongue and we had a 1.5-inch ball.
Oh,
so the
man,
trailer
it's bouncing off.
So it's bouncing off. But this is, little did he know this. I figured here, like for Canada, if a little piece of fabric can save you from COVID, and a little piece of fabric can save Moose from near death if the hitch popped off. So
Nice.
it was funny. It was funny him bouncing around in the trailer. So and then we go into Sledorama, and we got this is me with the STV crew, and talking about how great the show was, and then we got Rich. He's giving his 2 cents on the show as well.
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
That was really cool. And the best part was, like, everybody that come out to we're in the snowmobile television booth with the celebrity Jeff there, and we're standing there, and people are coming up to us and going, "Hey guys," and and it's like, I'm still not over the stardom fact of that. Like, I can't believe how many people come up to us. We're out in the swap meet area, and it's like, "Hey, MUDBRATS, hey, snowmobile sessions," like it's like I'm still it brings tear to my eye, man. Like, it's just I wasn't used to it yesterday. Like, were you prepared for that, Rich?
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. It was nice to see, right? People enjoying the show, right? So it was good. It was nice.
Totally.
Nice
totally.
to meet
Here,
everybody.
Show you guys. Oh, you know who I am, but we got Renegade X there, and we got Rich Outdoors next to him, and Uncle Buck, he's right there. Look at that guy. I think Mrs. Uncle Buck's hiding behind him.
She's right there over behind your head, just peeking at you.
She is too.
Yeah.
And the Pro Polaris there, he's wearing, look what he's wearing. He's wearing one of the free snowmobile session shirts. So you got Energy Power Sports. So he's doing good there. But and then we met one other fan. This guy.
Yeah.
This is Jesse was there, and his dad. And the
awesome,
first time I met his dad too, it was awesome. What a cool cat he is, man.
Yeah, right, great.
And then Neil Owen sent this in. That's it for that I had from the show. So Neil Owen sent this in, and he said, "I meeting my hero," is what he said. So I appreciate that comment, Neil, and I enjoyed meeting you too. But I think, man. I was just setting up here and trying to get everything ready to go as usual. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
a little area set up. And, yeah. So
that weekend flew.
Oh, I'm telling you, my wife was happy to see me back. So this is Neil there with the smile on his face, and John Luke there telling his tech Neil, and that's Dave, the shop manager there in the back, the tall guy, and John Luke's going, "Yeah, I don't think Corey's going to get that sled until April. Isn't that right?" And Dave's going, "Nope, I'm thinking May he won't get his sled till." So yeah, that's too bad for Corey, but
Corey, got to mention Corey too. He was the cameraman getting all these pictures of us too, right? So that was awesome.
He was. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Corey's sled's probably going to be here before we know it. Anyway. This is Neil. He says it was his first introduction to the Mach Z. "This is my first time seeing the Mach Z up close and hear it run. It is more aggressive than the videos or pictures would lead you to believe. I'm pumped for the season to begin and get this sled through its break-in period to see what this iconic sled is capable of. I'm extremely grateful to have had my spring order filled in light of everything going on. Thanks, John Luke and BRP."
He's got awesome, 2 sleds coming. Let's mention that. He has. Yeah. What does he got coming? He's got the Lynx coming and the Mach Z. What an awesome winter he's going to have, right?
I know.
Neil, you're going to have a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, and if he doesn't have anyone to ride the other one when he's out on the other one, then I'll put my name in.
Yeah, he's got a busy winter ahead of him. He was telling me about all the trips he's going to do, and they're going to hit the East Coast. Hopefully I'm going to try to do that one with him. So
yeah, New Brunswick. Yeah, that would be a good trip,
I'm gonna
man.
Try to get out there with him when he does that one.
Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he sent this too. This is Collingwood this morning. He said snow is here. Yeah. So look at that.
Crow,
like
man. They got a ton.
3 or 4 inches.
Nice. That's good.
Not enough for Mach Z riding, but it's getting close. So, yeah. Corey Brock says, I drive to Peterborough and buy them beers and lunch, and this is what I get. LOL.
Not me, buddy.
It's pick on Corey. You read that comment. That's when you chatted him up, huh? No. Oh, Mike Goolies. It was good to meet him too. He came to Energy Power Sports on Friday. So, oh man, like if I'm forgetting any fans that said hi, there was other 2 gentlemen that don't chat during the show. There's a few people that don't chat during the show that came up and seen us, but there's 2 that actually we had a good chat with at the STB booth in Peterborough yesterday. And I apologize. I can't remember the name for the life of me, but Mike Goulas was there on Friday and bought some stuff. And he says this is his new 2018 sled. He just picked it up on Wednesday in Quebec. So I'm going to help him out with some license numbers to match that green. And we're going to get rid of those brown headlights, and we're going to put some B2 stingers in it for him.
Yeah,
and
nice colors.
He's going to be rocking. Yeah, it's a good sled, man. That's good. Yeah, it is. It's like, I like that lime green and gray combo. I think that's better than the yellow. That's for sure. So, and then Dan the Bratman Robinson. Can I get this to play? Let's see here. I don't know whether you guys have audio on that or not. Yeah, probably not. But that was him in. That's him in. Where did he say? Kirkland Lake 2 years ago is when he did that. Shot that. So that was good. Oh, here he comes again. But yeah, just launching her off the cliff.
Nice.
And Brad Hitchcock. He sends in some pictures. Hold on, I gotta get my sound effect ready here.
Look at the snow on the roof there. That's unreal.
That crazy?
Nuts.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So he says this is a shot of his girlfriend back in 2001.
I was going to say it's a little while ago. Nice though, nonetheless. Be nice to see that amount of snow this year. Oh,
for sure. You know, I think it used to be like that more than what we think, right?
Yeah. Chris, do you get out riding much? Do you ride?
I try to. I get at least one trip in a year.
And, right on. Where do you guys usually head?
The UP of Michigan.
Right on.
Go to the snow belts.
Oh, you got an assault in the background there. Is that yours, Chris? Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I love my assaults. They're great sleds, man. Great sleds.
This is Chris. This is actually in the U.S. Do you want to take a guess where it is?
I know Brad's out of Pennsylvania, but I don't know where Brad rides.
Well, this is actually in Tug.
Oh, there we go. Jeez, Tug Hill got nailed. They usually do though with that snow slope.
Hill.
Nice.
And he says, wait till you see this. He says, the same year, but watch the sign disappear. Look at that.
Wow.
Isn't that wild? They get some good snow there, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Tons of lake effect.
But, yeah. Slowbee says Tug Hill. Slowbee probably recognizes that sign for sure.
Dominator, fellow UP rider. Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's Dominator is the UP all the way. Yeah. And then we got this is from Colton Schneider. Sorry, I don't know how to say that name. Shaneher. And he says, hey, Gary, looking forward to tonight's show as always. Going to give everyone a blast from the past with my 98 MXZ 670. And I'll pull at your heartstrings, Gary. Oh, yeah, he knows I've got a soft spot for 670 dues. And the guy bought it off, said it was mint condition and ready to ride, but he got it home and everything seemed to check out until it didn't. The guy bought it off and fed me a bunch of baloney, to say the least. The motor blew up. Wait a minute. I got to find that comment again. Motor blew up, spun most of the crank bearing, so it needed a complete rebuild. In hindsight, there were so many red flags, but we aren't here for all that. Me and my father spent a couple of weekends pulling the thing apart, cleaning and restoring what we needed to be done. put it back in a freshly rebuilt motor, and the thing fired up for the first time. You couldn't wipe the smiles off our faces, even though the thick clouds of smoke. However, I didn't think my neighbors were too happy when we went and did a little testing at 11:30 at night. Oh, well, sue me. Put on just shy of 2,000 K last seasons with it, and you couldn't wipe the smile off my face from the months of January to March. We had an absolute blast riding around our local trails in the Ottawa area. Now, it may not be the nicest, newest, fastest machine out there, but hey, we've had so much fun, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. My back may think differently on some days, though. Looking forward to
MX
another...
man. That was a nice sled. I had that exact one. Nice sled.
Did you?
Yep.
Looking forward to another great season of ride and bring on the snow. And he said, peep at those gas prices. My father's 97 GT is the next photo. But yeah, $14.9. What was the one in my video last week? It was $1.09, I think.
Jeez, man. Be nice to get back
we're gonna
to
be,
that.
Yeah, we're going to be $2 for premium for a liter.
No doubt.
So a liter, there's 4.45 liters in a gallon. So do the math on that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, their prices aren't as cheap either, man. They're you guys are taking a beating in the US too, aren't you, Chris?
Yeah, I haven't filled up anything in premium for a couple of months, but I'm guessing it's probably $4.55 a gallon.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Nuts.
Well, that's the nice thing about the Mach Z or any of the 900 turbos from Dew, they're all pump 87 pump gas, right? So
the 650 Polaris, the same thing. You can run 87 on that too.
Oh, geez, that's great. Odie will love that then, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a lot of ethanol in Canada?
Yes.
Yeah, there's only two fuels that don't have it, and that's the Esso and the Shell.
Yeah.
Everything else has ethanol in it.
$3.79 the other day for diesel. Slowly say. See, it's crazy. Up here, our diesel's more money than our regular sometimes. Most times, actually. So
yeah. Lately, it has gone up higher than fuel, or it's been on par. So yeah. $3.79 still good if you figure 4 liters to a gallon.
Pretty good.
Colton says, thanks for sharing, Gary and Rich. That's awesome. Yeah. $4.85 a gallon for regular fuel in Bethel, Alaska. That's highway robbery.
Right.
You know? So this is Colton's MXZ 670. Beautiful sled. You know what you can do, Colton, with that sled too, is you can put an SC10 skid out of a rev in it, and it'll be night and day difference on your back. That's one thing I want to do with mine, is I want to drop an SC10 3 would be the thing to do. Get it out of a in the my red Rocket that I had years ago.
Oh, okay.
Because they bolt right in. They
on the SC10s? Really?
Yeah.
Well,
so
right on. Oh, sometimes now. Thanks, Greg. Nice,
that's
buddy.
Freaking awesome. Hold on, let me get some sound effects. Yeah. That's a $20. That's a Mountain Madman.
That's $30 Canadian.
It is. All right. Here's $20 towards some leaders. Thank you for all you do, Gary and Rich. Thank you, Greg. You've been awesome to us too. So don't forget, guys, check out Sometime Is Now on YouTube.
Yeah,
he's got some good content on that channel. Yeah, we love him and he loves us. And he sends Rich. He sends Rich free shirts, but he doesn't send me free shirts. So I don't know what's up with that, but maybe
him and I chat pretty much every day at least, or every other day anyways. Great guy. Awesome guy.
No, he is. He's really good, dude. So that's cool. Yeah. So go to our wrecker and grab an SC10 3. SC10 2 will bolt right in. I think the 3 you need to re-drill holes.
Yeah.
But it's out of a 2004 or 2005 rev. Go do it. It'll be best thing you could ever do to that sled. So, because you ever see underneath those, well, you own one, Rich, so you know what the skids look like. They weigh a freaking ton. So,
yeah, for sure.
You'll save weight and it'll change the whole way that works.
And it's day though, man. That was a wicked ditch banger. You could stay up on those. They were awesome, man. Great sled.
That 670 is bulletproof too. It's as good as their.
It's as good as the 583 and 670. They were bulletproof.
Yeah, I will say this. I think you said you had a 500 SS, didn't you, with the 597 in it?
Nope, I had the 583 in the MX.
Okay. I thought you said you had the That is the mill from Dew, is that 597 that they put in the SSs for several years. And
Yeah.
that 670 is no slouch.
Mm-mm.
I miss mine. So he
Great
says,
sled, man. Never had to do
so
anything
he's
to it.
got his MXZ's in the middle, and his father's MXZ 500's on the left.
Okay.
And then he's got a Grand Touring 500 on the right. So
Yeah.
if that one sled was red, it would look like a picture of me and Drew from 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, both
'Cause
those
that looks
MXZs
like-
are 98s. Yeah, you can tell by
Yeah,
the decal
nice.
package.
Yeah.
Right on. Nice. And look,
Nice,
Grand
I
Tours
like-
were good sleds too back then. That chassis was a good
Yeah.
chassis, man. It was hard. That
was.
was. And then they went
Yeah.
to the S2000 and then hopped into the Rev, right? So
Yeah, Skidoo was smart because they come up with that chassis, and then they had Arctic Cat copy them and everything, and then they slapped everybody in the face with the Rev. You know?
yeah.
So
Right
and then
on.
we got Chris's photos
Nice.
here. So
Here we go.
look at that. Now
Just
there's
link
4
stuff.
studs on the screen.
Yeah, this is off one of our Iron Dog sponsors. He's
Nice.
doing I think a 2-4 pattern on the outside on that one. And that's our 1375, and that's in a 1.35 Cobra.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, they look
Cobra's
strong, man. Those
offer,
sleds look strong.
and that's the 1.6 Cobra. I don't know. There's a big misconception about published height on the Cobra. The Cobra is 1/10 of an inch shorter than the published height, just because it has those little nubs that you see around all that flash. The actual
Yep.
lug height comes up to 1.5 on 1.6, and then it comes up to 1.25 inches on the 1.35.
No, we got another off the cup adventures
No,
with
I
Jamie.
see that. We're gonna grab this here. I've seen some of his content recently.
Yeah.
Thank you, Off the Cuff Adventures with Jamie. That's awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
$6.99 super chat. Love it. I appreciate that. That's great. Yeah, sorry about the interruption there, Chris. It's great.
No problem.
Yeah, and I love the color selection you have there on your backer selection.
Yeah, we try. I think we have 9 or 10 different colors. This year, resin supply was the initial shortage that was kind of causing us headaches, but that
Mhm.
kind of shored up in time where we're able to like soothe through the season. Normally, we kind of don't produce into December, but not looking like we'll probably be producing through the whole season as far as keeping up. But yeah, that's the 1.625 on the 1.6 Cobra. That's what I'm running in my Assault this
Right on.
last year, and
They look
anytime you get over-
strong, man. Those look good, Chris. They got a really good strength up the middle there, right? That looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that the nuts are tapered too. It's
That's
just,
what I was saying. Like, but that's not bending at all.
no,
That's
nice.
no.
So when we get into our 1.5 and taller is when we start recommending this tall nut, and then we have the patent for this tapered nut. So you're not losing penetration. The only thing is you lose the lock nut on it, but Loctite should be used on any aluminum nuts because they're notorious for coming loose.
Mhm.
And then with the taller studs, you do want to, if you got like an 800, 850 turbo, you want to run at least 3 per row because the taller studs just are not as strong as like a 1375 studs, because people kind of get into the habit, they kind of cheat a little bit as far as quantity goes. On the smaller sizes, they have good luck with it. And then when they go to the bigger size, running 2 per row with the tall studs, just kind of a recipe for disaster as far as longevity goes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Brad
Yeah,
Hitchcock says he's never bent or broke a Fast Trac stud since 1996. Best on the market.
I had 3 really, really bad bent studs on my Assault, and when the young guy bought it, I pointed them out. I'm like, you're gonna have to replace those. They were doubles, and they were bent bad. And I only had the
Wow.
1.3. I didn't have a deep lug track, but they were. I don't know what the dealer put in. I didn't even ask him. It was one of those, when you snow check, it's like, here's stud my sled.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't know what he used. So, but
Yeah.
yeah. No, I was
And-
just looking at that. I'm like, the strength in that is unreal. That ain't bending.
Yeah. And you ran a taller lug track last year, so that's really what you should have had on,
Yeah,
is
for
these
sure.
the
for
Fast
sure.
Track with that nut. I didn't realize that nut was patented. That's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got into that patent probably 5 or 6 years ago. And then with pretty much the beautiful thing with our taller backers, you don't really need to start using that tall nuts. It's with the 1.5 because running a standard, our standard nut, it brings it to like the equivalent of a 1/2-inch nut on a standard backer. So you save some weight and you're able to support the stud from the back up, because with a tall nut, you're really only supporting that section that's covered as far as bend resistance goes.
Yeah.
Uncle Buck
Now,
was
do you have
asking-
any other?
Yeah, double back.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gary, you got double backers, Chris?
Absolutely. This is our SP double backer for single ply.
Here, I'll put you up big there. Show that
All right.
again.
This is our SP double right here. This is for single ply, but it can be used on a 2-ply track. A lot of people like to match. They stick with round. And then our original double is right here with our XL.
Nice.
And we got flat stuff, but no one's really, you don't, because you can use the XL backers down to 1.175 stud, but anyone that's running anything smaller is not usually running high power machines. As far as
Was that
goes.
Brad? Was that Brad asking about that? Because we even make them in Brad's color here
Yeah.
too.
That was Brad.
What?
Geez,
Now, Chris, what is this? Like it
Toner.
feels different than any other plastic. Like it doesn't feel like it's brittle or like it. I showed it last or a couple weeks ago. Actually, I had the actual Stud Boy backer, and it feels hard and brittle. Like it doesn't feel like this. Like this feels like a lot stronger and would have more give than what the ones I've used in the past would have.
Sure. We use a proprietary DuPont polymer to blend all our material. And so this is a project my dad took on with the help of my mom's business. They produced a lot of plastic back in the day. And so we had people with, you combine them all, you got hundreds of years of experience working on plastic. And it still took them 2 years to nail this formula down and get a product that you could put out there and not lose sleep overnight.
Nice.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they were just, copying and just think that you could just mold plastic and it's good to go. And they just kind of tarnished the plastic backer. And if you look online, as far as reputation goes, it's stellar. You don't have anyone saying that plastic's crap, but a lot of people, they did run plastic of a lesser quality plastic and had bad luck with it, and it gives it a bad name. I totally understand where people get reservations from.
Yeah. Nice. Those black Gary you pulled up there, I'm gonna run those on mine.
Oh yeah. Like
I'll put
wait
the black
till you
backers
get.
on. I've never used a black backer. That would look cool.
Yeah,
Because my entire sled's black. It's the matte black, so that'll be cool.
That's the one for you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Wait till you see these, Rich. Like it's. I can't even describe it. I can't wait for you to get the stud kit, because you're gonna go like, I know it's plastic. I can feel it's plastic, but it doesn't feel like anything I've ever seen. And then the other thing I was telling Rich on the weekend is this is the stud.
Look how flush that is.
Yeah, I actually I had a Stud Boy stud, and I have this stud. This was like 0.5 millimeters thinner than the that shoulder on it than the Stud Boy. So when you're talking about pulling it flush to the track, that's in my spiel every week on the studs.
Yep.
You can't get more flush to the track than that.
No, and we want to keep the idler wheels running smooth, and you don't want to be chipping away like it's a tiny little curb, because over time that's a lot of chipping. And with the no shoulder design, there is no bottom out. That's why the studs have a shoulder, is to bottom out. But there's really only an advantage to that as far as getting a torque spec. And with all the tracks, the hardness varies. So if you're installing it in a cold garage, 15 foot-pounds of torque's gonna yield a different result than if you're storing it, sucking it flush in a warm garage.
Yeah, good point.
Right.
And then,
so you don't think that we should torque these? You think we should just make them flush?
yeah, as soon as you
Depending
suck
on
them
the
flush, you're good to go. Because with the plastic, you're not gonna have that hard bottom where you can't go any further. Especially if you're hand tightening, there's no real resistance. You could really suck that nut into it, which is why we just recommend using air impact or an air ratchet and just suck it flush and you're good to go.
No, right on. It's good to know.
Yeah.
And
Pro
then as far
players.
as the plastic goes, here's a test backer. We put 5,000 pounds into it.
Wow. And it
Wow.
still isn't
Look how
broke.
much-
It's just bent. Yeah.
5,000.
Yeah. And
Wow.
look how much form it gains back after 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That's wild.
This side was touching this side.
Now, can you patent?
And
Did you patent
it's-
those too, as Chris? Did you patent that as well?
No,
Yeah, 'cause you can't with
it's just a
polymers.
proprietary formula
Yeah.
and
Okay. Yeah.
method as far as making it, and many have tried and have not come close to figuring it
Got
out.
it. Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
It's
Someone was
tough
saying about
stuff.
the stainless steel lock nuts too. So that's here. I'm going to go get on mine. I've got a lock nut here as well. That's the lock nut I'm using because mine's only 1.25 inch track. So,
Mhm.
Yep.
but look, the other thing is the thickness of the stud is thick right to the top. I wish I had the. Oh, I do have the Stud Boy. Sorry, this is the Stud Boy stud, and it's thin. It gets thin as it goes to the top. Right?
Mhm.
See that?
Mhm.
This is thick. This is thick right to the top. This is the This is the Fast Trac. So see that?
Yeah. No, big
So
time.
like it's totally different. And
Yeah.
I mean, pulling it flush is the key. Like that.
Yeah,
that
that's
thing's
huge.
awesome.
That's
And then they
huge.
got a little traction. Can't really see it there, but
Yeah, you can see
the
the
little-
threads on them. Yep.
the
The notches.
the little lines to hold it. It's pretty cool. I
Nice.
can't wait.
So, Pro Polaris, Chris, why plastic over aluminum?
You're never going to be able to achieve a super smooth radius on aluminum, no matter how long you tumble it.
Mhm.
So, and when you bend aluminum, it stays bent. And if you don't notice that, that's going to wreak havoc on your track. Beautiful thing about plastic is a lot of the aluminum nuts like to come loose. You're not going to be fighting with that. It's lighter weight. If you do end up hitting something hard, it is engineered to have some give. So up digging in the ice and hard packed snow, it's not going to have any give into it. But if you hit like a rock or frozen root or something that has zero give,
Mhm.
that backer does have that little extra flexibility where it will give and protect the track.
Oh, that's good. Good question. Corey Brock, how much does a nut backer and stud typically weigh? You have how much do they weigh?
Trying to think offhand. I could do some math here. So
Yeah.
96 pack usually ships at like 6 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Brad Hitchcock says I should use the 1.5 studs with the thick nuts.
Yeah.
That's too much nails, too much fingernails for the beast.
Yeah.
but a 1375 144 pack, that's like 9.5 pounds.
Yeah. So it's not they're
Around
not
there.
that heavy.
No,
That's for
it-
all of them. Like, yeah, that's pretty light, man.
on the
Yeah.
2-ply stuff, we're the lightest trail kit on the market. With the 2-ply stuff, you'll probably see anywhere from 6 to 10% weight savings, and it could get as high as 15% on the single ply stuff.
Nice. Good to know. That's good. You sometimes now lighter weight. Don't care about weight. I ride a Skidoo XRS 9.2 and a Thundercat. He's not worried.
Well, that's the thing.
So,
It is.
Greg, I wonder how many studs he's going to put in his T-Cat. I wonder if he's he must be studding, and he's got to be studding that
Oh, yeah.
beast, I would think. Would you have
I think-
a suggestion? Same thing as the Mach, I guess, Chris, for the Thundercat? Probably similar, right?
Yeah, ever since these tracks kind of changed and the pitches and the length,
Mhm.
we kind of shifted from like 1 per horsepower to the amount per row. So 3 to 4. If you're boosted and tuned, I'd recommend getting up to 4.
Okay, yeah.
He's saying 144.
Yeah.
What's
makes sense what you
tracks
said.
on that sled there, Rich? Is it a 137?
Yes, I believe so. Yep. Yeah. Now I don't know where the cats. I know Polarises are 2-ply. What are cats? Do you know off the top, Chris? Or do they vary too? Because I know.
Most everyone's shifting to 2.86 pitch.
Yeah.
The last kind of mainstream sled that was in the 2.52 was the Assault, but actually the XCR, they brought the 2.52 pitch back this year too. That's running at 128 and a 136.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. He's running a double and a single per row. That's what I had in my Renegade too.
Okay.
Yeah. So
nice.
Is that
Nice choice.
Is that what I'm doing? Is that that's what I got now, right?
Correct.
That's what we're doing with mine.
That's what we got. We running.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I just said to Chris, here's the sled. What should I do? And he said, order these. And I did.
Yeah, Ripsaw 2-ply. So it's a 2-ply as well. So
yeah. Oh, so that's exactly what I'm doing, man.
Mhm.
That's awesome, Greg.
You're putting 144 in yours?
No, because it's a 129, there's less.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, sorry, it's a 137. So yeah, it would be 144.
Yeah.
Sorry, what am I saying? It is.
Look at you going big boy studs, eh?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You got to do that. On my 800 Rev, it was only a 120. What was it? My 800 Rev was only a 120 track, and I had 144 studs in it. That thing hooked up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You're getting 144. You're hooking up. It's biting in like crazy.
Yeah. So look at this classic picture. Is this your father at the show?
It is. John from Snowgoer sent me this one. That is a classic.
That's awesome, man. How long ago was that?
That's got to be early to mid 90s.
Yeah, I was going to say, 20, 25 years ago, eh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Corey Brock thinks I need that many studs to keep up. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be fun.
Sure.
Looking forward to that.
And then what are we looking? Here's a side profile of a track cut with both types. We have a traditional aluminum backer stud versus the polymer with the Fast Trac stud on the right.
Yep, this is a cross hatch. So we have a more traditional stud with a shoulder and aluminum backer, and then versus ours and just the design of it. So you can see how it kind of pinches in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Back here now.
So you got pinch points.
Bear with me here.
All right. Yeah, you can see it pinching the track there, Chris, big time.
Yeah, so you kind of got an uneven compression going on, which I'm not a scientist, but over long term, that's got to cause some sort of extra wear.
Yeah, when the track's going back and forth, for sure, man, that's going to be cutting into side by side, right? Yeah.
And then versus how ours sits in the track, you got a really nice, even compression going on and really playing nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
A good comparison.
Yeah, that's a really good comparison. Yeah, because you think about that, it's like if you squeeze anything like that, you're going to break it.
Yeah, so it kind of deviates how the track sits, where we're just kind of nice and even.
So that would probably lead to more pull throughs, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah. And Greg from Sometime Is Now, he nailed it. He said, I think Gary's only running 144 because of the big stud on the seat driving it. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So
those small ones don't look like they would go through my heat exchanger.
Well, it's the one on the right is a little too long, but
absolutely.
It's just,
yeah, it was just for the side profile of showing them, right? Yeah.
So
nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good seeing that.
Is this you and your dad together?
Yeah, this is at Milwaukee. I want to say 5 or 6 years ago.
Right on.
That's great. Love it. That's a family business, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Buy sledders as well, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Live and breathe it.
Your dad still rides too, Chris? Yeah.
Yeah, COVID's kind of messed up his riding situation.
Okay.
He was gonna go at last year at the end because he likes to go right before everything melts, and then COVID hit, so it ruined his trip last year, and he just moved down to Florida, so he's busy trying to get his residency, so he didn't get a trip in this year and then we'll see this season.
Nice.
Yeah. And here's a template kit you get with your studs as well.
All right.
Yes.
It's
So this is
very idiot proof.
This is my baby right here. So my big pet peeve with the old man was he never created a template. And you always have people asking for templates because it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing and where the weaker spots of the track are. So I went to the drawing board, and it's like, how do we make a template that's not this big and easy to ship? Well, it turns out I made the easiest thing to ship because it ships right to your email box.
Nice, perfect.
So by doing this, you're able to zero in on the exact track and kit you're using instead of kind of sacrificing the pattern based on trying to appease everybody. I made a dedicated pattern for your specific model, and by doing this, I'm able to create beyond 6 rows. So there's some go up to 18. Most of the 3 per are at around 14. So you're getting anywhere from like 42, 36 scratch lines, where the standard template on a 2 per row one, you're getting 12, 3 per row, you're getting 18, and then a 4 per row, you're around 24. So you're getting at least double that.
Perfect.
Wow,
man.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is good. That's smart, man. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The studs are following each other. They don't do any good, right? But if they're in a different position, each one, and if you got 18 positions, think about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty so incredible. We're able to, since I was able to do this on the computer, I was able to, the physical maximum of scratch lines in the safest part of the track.
That's perfect.
That's insane.
So you're getting as much hookup for the stud kit as you possibly can. And we include this for free with all our stud kits.
Right on.
Yep. And they don't usually do this, but for Snowmobile Sessions fans, go on to fasttrac.co, add that toolkit into your cart, and you get a free toolkit, install toolkit with the purchase of your studs and backers, but use that coupon code SNOW, SNOW, and it's absolutely free, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
I'll
awesome.
get that with mine.
You will. Absolutely. So this is my setup right here.
Right on.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, we like to, really common 144 patterns, the 2-4 pattern. But as I put all my life and soul into figuring out these patterns, it really didn't make a whole lot of sense, because now you're adding extra stress in the half of the track. And here with my patterns, I'm going straight for maximum balance, because you want the track running nice and smooth, not kind of running side to side. So by doing that, you got the same amount of studs on the ground as a 4-2 pattern, but it's the even amount of stress throughout the whole track.
That's a wicked pattern.
Yeah. Take note, Rich, of you see the stud right. Well, there's one here.
You can see it moving in and out, though. It's great. The scratch line.
This one, and the one above it is offset, and then the one above it,
and then the one to the left. Yeah, no, that's a wicked layout, man.
So so kind of the thing with these kind of patterns is each row mirrors each other from side to side.
So there's no looking like that.
So each 2 rows, that's a mirror of each other, perfect balance. So then then the next one kind of centers off, and it works out great. It's the hookup on that's unbelievable.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
I can't wait.
Thanks for sharing that, Gary. I'll be putting that on my XCR, baby.
I know. I'm telling you, I'll be waiting for Corey this year. I'm telling you. Well, he'll be riding Roscoe, because his XRS won't be until April. What do we got here?
Oh man,
this was the old man's old sled. We ended up selling it last year, but this is he always likes to go 4 per row and stud the outside. He's not. We don't recommend studding the outside unless you kind of know what you're doing, or a seasoned rider. Not opening it up in like low snow conditions, because it is a weaker part of the track. Yeah. And we do not use the outside to get extra scratch lines. We just recommend sticking it right dead in the center. And that kind of it basically puts your sled on rails. So when you're coming into the corner, it kind of eliminates that washy. Put it in the center, you still get a little bit of play, but outside it kind of eliminates that.
Right on.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of sled was that on, Chris? What kind of sled was your dad's?
That was, we had identical sleds. They were 14 MXZX 800 E-Techs.
Okay.
Nice. Now I heard that you're not supposed to stud the outside window. Is it newer tracks better for that, or is it because your polymer backer combination, or is that just a wives' tale that I've heard in the past?
On a single ply, it's a hard no.
Yeah.
My dad took that off and put a 2-ply on.
Nice. Yeah, I guess that makes a difference, right?
Is yours a 2-ply track, Gary? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's
okay.
ripsaw.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A really easy way to tell if it's a single or 2-ply track is if you actually look in the window, you can see the rows of fibers, and that's what actually gives the different ply.
Gotcha.
It's not like that. It has nothing to do with the rubber. It's just the fiberglass cord.
The rods in it, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Can you see that in there?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so if you didn't see that, the fibers, it's a single.
Fibers is 1 row and then the 2-ply is 2 rows.
Yeah. So the single, I think it's in the fibers are in the middle, right? And on the 2-ply, they're top and bottom. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I gotcha. Cool. There's a nice stud, and there's a stud to the left.
That's a great idea with those the grooves, Chris. Having that, right? It gives a bit of a bite into the track when you're tightening them up.
Yeah, I don't think it does a whole lot as far as keeping them. They don't really spin as is.
Just a little bit extra, though.
It's kind of the signature to know it's a fast track.
Perhaps that's nice. Will be a 1-ply.
Hey, I like my toilet paper. It's all 2-ply.
That's good.
The fans are tough here, Chris. I'm telling you.
They get worse as the week goes, as the season's going on.
That only makes it more fun.
The ripsaws are 2-ply. It's the Ski-Doo ice ripper that's 1-ply, Brad. So that's why Brad's thinking that my track will be 1-ply. I'm not getting the ice ripper. I'm getting the ripsaw. The ripsaw too, baby. But yeah. So here we got 3 nuts, and then there's 3 nuts on the screen. What a combination.
There you go.
Yep, that's the tall nuts where we start recommending them on 1.5 studs and taller. And that's why we got the nice taper, is it's not going to hinder any penetration into the ice and snow.
That's a wicked design.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Love it. You still got the strength. It adds strength to that stud, and it still gives you some added bite there too.
Right, it's tapered off. That's cool.
Yeah,
and they're very light.
Yeah. Are they really good? Well, that's the thing. I guess it's lighter than putting a second stud, like double nutting it, kind of thing, right? Or not stud, double nutting it. But yeah. Now we're getting into the good stuff here. What do we got here? It's got a couple of guys standing on their sleds and thumbs up.
These 3 guys know what they're doing. Look at those.
Yeah, this is our UP trip this back in the end of January. We rode out of Hurley, Wisconsin, and into Michigan. But Michigan had the good snow, but they're still kind of under the quarantine rules where you couldn't go inside and warm up, which is pretty harsh. It's like 0 degrees out that day.
Heartless bastards,
but Wisconsin, it's a free for all. It's like COVID doesn't exist.
I love it.
Yeah,
nice.
Oh, I mean, we were like that last year. Nothing was open, and even now, like the comments on the video energy, the live energy is, you guys look like idiots with your masks on. Yeah, but that's what we got to do, man. Like,
I am getting fed up with it though, man. That was tiring all weekend wearing that mask, man.
Yeah.
That was killing me.
For sure. So,
but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you do. We have to do that here in Canada to actually enjoy a weekend out with our buddies, right? So,
hey, in Illinois, we're under mask mandate too.
Are you guys? Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, but you go to Wisconsin, free for all.
Nice. We should have went there last year.
Couple of salts and then an SP. Nice, man.
Yeah, and you know what? Look at the snow too. It's beautiful.
Oh, is
yeah.
that?
Where's this?
This is Lake of the Clouds. This is probably one of my favorite locations in the Western UP because not only is it a beautiful ride up, it's like they have a forest road that's closed and it's just hammered down for like 5-10 minutes to get up there.
Wicked.
And then you got this great view.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is a wicked view. Nice.
Beautiful. Puts it all into perspective. What is this? Is this a lookout in the summertime as well? I like the wall and everything in the shot.
I believe it is. I don't spend much time up there, and well, I've never been up there in the summer. I've only been up there to play in the snow. But
Dominator says it's just north of Lake Gogabik. That's cool.
Yeah, it is nice.
Here we go. Lots of Polaris there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
There you go.
Yeah, we all upgraded our sleds last year because we kind of saw what the used market was doing. And so I told all my buddies, hey, it's not a better. Hold on. Lost me here for a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
we
you
forgot
didn't
about
tap
that, right? The
screen.
camera?
Yes,
yeah,
I
we got
did
you
forget
though.
about my shut off.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you were smart to do that. You were smart to
for
do
sure.
that because you wouldn't want to be looking for a sled this year right now.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And so Skidoo, everyone is me and then the two others were all from Skidoo, but we didn't snow check, and I only want to snow check Skidoo if I'm going that direction.
Yeah. I think you got to snow check anything nowadays because it's totally totally impossible.
Polaris's in model stuff is kind of going out the window.
Yeah. But you know what? Everybody's going to be feeling the pinch. It's not over yet. So
yeah,
I think we're another year away from that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can't really knock Polaris because it could be any one of them after that. You know what I mean?
It's totally not a manufacturer thing. It's what can you do when a boat's stuck and port can't unload? I mean, the truck driver situation. I mean, it goes deep. It's absolutely insane, and I honestly have no idea how it's gonna fix itself.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah. Sometime Greg liked the 80 Polaris colors on that new Indy. Yeah. Oh, that's the one that's coming out. Yeah, it is. It's pretty sexy. That's for sure.
Yeah,
so where's this? Is that the same spot in UP?
The same area. I believe this is in Wisconsin. And this one's a really sketchy lookout. There's no rails or anything out there. It has a pretty big drop too.
You weren't paying attention. You'd be off that. Wow. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I worry about the angry couple riding two up around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without studs sliding off the trail.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is
old machine.
That's your old
this
one?
It's an $11,000 sled today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I sold it last year, like we knew people with the same sled that sold a couple of years earlier, and then like they took a beating on it. And then last year, I listed it like as a dealer at a high price, and I sold mine and the old man's at the same time, and got pretty close to asking. And yeah, it'd probably be even worth even more this year, way they print money.
Yeah, is that a 2016?
That was a 14.
Oh, really? A 2014 Skidoo XS or X MXZX. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great machine.
Yeah, they are nice. Orange too. You don't see that color a lot.
Yeah, it is a wicked color.
You know? Yeah.
I don't see many of them at all. I don't remember seeing that color. That's wicked.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, you should have kept it. Yeah. Rich could have bought it from you to ride this year.
Oh, easy.
It comes pre-studded with Fast Trac Studs.
Yeah, now there's a sled. There you go.
There's the new machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great. Is that an 850 or an 800?
That's an 850. It's a 21.
That's an 850. Yeah. Oh, okay, nice. Perfect. Yeah. What's with the skis with the hoops down in the middle?
Oh, those are just
the shop
guides, so the carbides don't dig into the floor.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I can't really see.
Like skins. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. That's kind of a good idea, actually. I'll zoom in on that. So you just pop them up under the skis and you can just slide along the floor.
Yeah, and they have little straps you could put on.
so they don't fall off. Yeah.
The buttons are shot.
Yeah. That's actually cool. You know, like you could drive them onto the trailer with those, could you?
Yeah, and then we always put like a plywood strip in the center for the studs, so it keeps the floor nice in the trailer.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good looking sled. I got some Fast Trac stickers too. I got to throw on mine as well. It's good.
We'll be getting some new stickers. We're about out and upgrading to the new logo.
Oh, nice.
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 Perfect. There we go. Look at that pattern. That's the same track we showed earlier, but look at that.
Yep.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that is a wicked pattern. Nice color too, matches the rails. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you have some thought with the reds? Like, do you have a lava red for Skidoo? Do you have a like that's the Polaris red? I know you said you had a variety of colors. How many different reds have you got, and lime green and all that kind of stuff?
We only got one red. It's kind of in between. I think going every year would be an absolute inventory nightmare.
Yeah.
And we don't have the lime green just because it's been on my to-do list, but with the resin shortage, we just didn't have enough to expand.
Yeah, true. There isn't really much out in lime this year anyway. That was more last year and the year before.
Correct.
I like your trailer there too. So you take that trailer to the shows, do you, as well?
Yeah,
and
we
set
take
it up
it
behind
to Heydays and the Milwaukee show.
Great. And are you selling product at the show, or are you just setting people up with information and taking orders?
We sell it at the show. We didn't do Milwaukee and Novi this year because inventory was limited, and pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were just talking with Jeff about that, or not Jeff, it's Andrew from OSM. And even though he found that this year with some of the exhibitors that they were reluctant about showing up because they feel they don't have stock or they have information. But his point was, and I think it's a good point, is you should still go and support the snowmobilers out there, still do the show and give them information and keep the buzz going strong,
Yeah.
Yep.
There's an old Panther. Nice.
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, the old man had a obsession with Arctic Cat vintage sleds, and he doesn't have them anymore, but I think he got up to 14 at one point. Just kept buying them. And that thing is so freaking loud with those Montana pipes on the side.
Look at that.
That's yeah, like
straight pipes out the side. I love it.
Pipes.
What a wicked,
like an old Corvette.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love it. That's cool. 760. Isn't that insane?
That's the one I had back in the day.
That's not the CC. That's the weight of it.
They're actually not too heavy.
No, they weren't. They're very small. This is more my speed right here. We got the kitty cat.
That was my first machine right there.
Was it really? That's wicked, man. What's with the seat? Is that stock, or did they have that recovered?
Yeah, that was the actual seat that came with it. I mean, it was pretty legit.
That's neat. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him with seats like that. I see him with all black, and it goes right down. They got the deck on the tunnel to carry it through. And what year was that kitty cat?
Probably early 90s. I don't know offhand.
I'm going to say 80s.
I searched for kitty cat and I found the picture of the one that we had. That's not my actual picture.
Oh, I got
That's awesome. Yeah. The original kitty cat. They're amazing, man.
Yeah. Neato. And we got a snow bike here. Do you ride snow bikes?
I built one back in 2017, and I had it for 2 seasons. I took it out to Colorado the first year I had it, and then I was expecting all my buddies to get on the bandwagon, but no one got on the bandwagon. So everyone else is flying out west, and I'm driving. I said, I'm done with this. So I sold it after 2 years.
That's funny.
Yeah. Was it fun though, Brad? Chris, was it pretty good or what?
Yeah, problem is like the motor and everything's not meant for old, so you have to do a lot of extra maintenance versus just stepping on a snow mountain sled and going out and having fun. What the really cool thing about this timber sleds that I found is, as you can see, the conditions there wasn't super deep, and you're still able to get that playfulness of powder. Whereas on a mountain sled, it'd be you'd be working really hard to ride in that. As far as side milling and stuff like that.
I heard it's a lot more work to run a snow bike, though.
Yeah,
like it's so much body English, and is that true?
You're sitting down the whole time. You kind of the gears is kind of weird. I didn't come from really a dirt bike background, and I went out west one time, and the guy's like, "You gotta get on the timber sled. It's the best thing ever. You don't get stuck ever, but you tip over."
Yeah.
Over and, not fun,
I guess that would be weird too, Chris. You're right. Shifting gears, right? Where you snowmobile, right? It's just changing gears as you're giving her, right? That I never thought of that.
And this is before they had the snow dedicated boots. So shifting with the feet is clunky boots is really difficult to miss a gear and all that other fun stuff.
That is wicked looking,
bad situation in the woods.
That is wicked looking though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Brad says, what's nice about stainless studs, they don't rust up. Welcome aboard, Neil. And you miss your photos you sent in tonight. They're pretty good. So yeah, Neil gave me a big review on the mock, and we talked about it, all this stuff, and I didn't press record on the camera. So that was pretty smart.
Can you stud on a snow bike, Chris? I guess, what's the lugs on those? On those timber sleds, they're pretty deep. The
smallest is 2.5, and we don't stud anything bigger than 1 3/4 just because you're just gonna start bending stuff crazy.
Yeah, that's too much, too long. Yeah.
There'd be no point because they're meant for deep powder too.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. People hate them on the trail. I didn't think it was that bad on the trail, but it wasn't something I'm gonna do recreationally on the trail.
I wonder how it would be. It would be too hard. I was gonna say on the lake with a low lug track, but it wouldn't. You'd be all over the place, man, with that single ski.
That's ski.
You'd be dead. You'd lay her down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I
love
this.
Nice to try it though, man. I was just thinking about that. That'd be wicked to try.
I can't figure if this picture's like in the moon shining or is that the sunshine?
That'd be the sun. That was back for my bachelor party. We went out to Togety Pass, stayed out there and rode, and we hit the snow conditions absolutely perfectly, and like about time. There's like 2 or 3 seasons where I was getting kind of skunked as far as good snow conditions out west go, and finally hit it right, and it was unbelievable. It was deep.
Nice.
Not a path there, wild. and you got the Ski-Doo leading the way, right? Breaking the trail.
We were all fans of the Ski-Doo on that trip. Even the people that were riding Polaris and Arctic Cat switched over to the Ski-Doos.
Yeah, of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
Nice, Neil. Thanks. That's got to be the big one of them. Wow.
It's the big one for. He's the monster for tonight. The Mountain Madman, Neil Owen, loves his Mach Z. Mach Z. Mach Z. We had that big discussion too.
Well, you got to be Canadian and American, right? ZZ.
Yeah, we do. The Mach ZZ.
That is wicked. That is deep. Nice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, look at that. I love it. Like, not untouched mountain conditions right there.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy in the mountains. Like if you would the lower area where like basically the harder it is to ride, the more untouched you get. Like the last day there, we rode across some fields to get to Brooks Lake Lodge, and it was tracked out in these fields like crazy. But you would never know at the areas we were riding.
That's wild.
Well, that's awesome. This picture here is neat. This mountain range in the back there is just dynamite.
Yeah, that is nice. It's nice too because you can see the snow. Those are snow clouds whipping by, eh, Chris?
Oh yeah.
They must have been coming by and then dump you on and then move on. That's wild.
We didn't get a whole lot of sun. It was just mostly snow, which
nice.
I was not complaining.
No, for sure.
What kind of training did you have when you know there? Do you have avalanche training and things like that?
A little bit. We're all wearing avalanche pack. It was all guided, so they're not taking us in the zones that are really known for sliding and
Oh, I
all
got
that.
you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we were just talking about. Brad asked if Z was French for Z, and I said it's Canada, so it's likely French influence a bit, right?
It's like decal and decal.
Yeah, it's true. Decnal too. Look at that.
Oh wow, what a nice view!
Incredible. Isn't that great?
That's the cliffs from the other photo up close.
Nice.
It looks, and see, it's blown in from when other sledders were in there. So you guys were perfect day to go.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That is nice. Wow, what a view! Awesome. Good.
Look at it. Yeah. Big. Is this you, Chris, jumping the?
Yeah, it was a Colorado trip, and we got this crazy guide from down south somewhere. I want to say it's Louisiana, and he's like to me and my buddy, "You guys want to go jump a road?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
That's awesome.
That's great. So
And
you
he's
actually
just like,
jumped.
"Just follow me. Don't just stay on the throttle. Just go the same speed I go. There's nothing bad that could happen." And I mean, it's a nice, really kind of a beginner jump that's pretty extreme, but it's a step up, so it's kind of hard to screw up unless you really absolutely hit the brakes at the end. But it's really not that extreme of a wall, even if you do that.
It's good air though. Looks good, man. That's a great photo.
Oh,
And
fun.
it looks like you're landing in something soft too, right?
It wasn't that soft. It's like 6 inches. It's like dust on crust. It is only like 6 inches of snow there.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow. Ouch. Here's another shot of the snow bikes.
Nice.
Yeah, this is out in Rabbit Ears Pass in Colorado with the snow bikes, and it's
I
beautiful
did a summer show when they talked about rabbit ears riding it with ATVs, so it's a popular area, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's by the popular ski resort Steamboat.
Oh, okay. There you go. And you know what? Gracie Gear rode rabbit ears.
Mm-hmm.
That was another one that talked about it with snowmobiling. So pretty cool.
Is she in Wisconsin? I can't remember where she was. I think.
No, I don't know. I think she's in the mountains.
Mm.
Yeah.
Montana.
Here's me in Togedy, loving life.
Nice.
Yeah, because you're on a skidoo. That's why.
I'm not picky.
Yeah.
I know.
Wearing the climb gear, the best gear. Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's your personal gear, but you rented the sled. Is that how the combination
Correct.
happened?
I mean, Togedy is as far as like getting a bunch of people that you just want something simple. It was a super awesome time. Everything was included. Rental right out of there. You're right in the mountains. Pick you up from the airport.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, I gotta get out and ride in the mountains, man.
It's a lot of work. You see all these videos of people riding in the snow. And it's like, that looks like the best time ever. They don't show the videos of you stuck flipping the thing over on the side of it.
That's it, right? Because you're getting into heart attack territory now, right?
Yeah. I got so sick, and it was right when COVID was happening. No testing at that time, but it was suspect right after, because my immune system was shot from the elevation and flipping around 500-pound sleds down a mountain for 3 days.
No, man. It's true.
Yeah. So, Pro Polaris has a question. He says, "What are your thoughts on the backers that actually serve as the nut?"
It's a cool concept. They look cool, but if you actually break it down, they're not any lighter than the aluminum version of that. Plastic doesn't make a very good lug, and if you're just buy a plastic nut, no one's buying a plastic nut. Worst case scenario, it'll just fall out the back. But
I had that with my Renegade on those Stud Boy ones that I was running.
And cool product.
You lost a few.
It's just I think it's going past the need of what you actually are trying to accomplish. When you put a stud in the track, you just want to get metal into that ice, and you want to do it with the least amount of material possible.
Yeah, there's no substitute for stainless steel nuts.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Back in
Chris.
the day, they actually had plastic studs, and they were so freaking dangerous. They banned them.
Who made the plastic
Plastic.
studs? Was it like
I
a?
don't know. I think this is back when late 90s, early 2000s, when everyone was getting into the market doing something goofy.
Yeah.
just to be different, probably. Right? Hey, Neil Owen
Yep.
says, "Hey, Chris, he received his studs on Friday. Thank you.
Right on.
Good to hear,
It's
Neil.
awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he just needs some sleds to throw him into. You know."
Yeah, he's
So,
waiting on both
yeah,
of us.
Uncle Buck says those other ones strip really easy. Here's it. Let me ask you a question. Who asked that about that? Oh, Pro Polaris did. Okay, Pro Polaris, I'm going to hang you from the CN Tower. Do you want me to hang you on a stainless steel hook, or do you want me to hang you on a plastic hook? Your choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd go stainless steel every day.
Scott Terry. I rode Togati on my honeymoon in 1991 long track Jags. That must have been fun.
I could only imagine the difference in experiences we had
from 91. Remember those sleds? That's when things were like, wow. I was saying that to Gary. I was watching the old marketing videos from Dew and Yamaha back in 91. Is like how far the sport has come.
It's amazing to see the 60s and 70s, like the 68, 69s and 70s sled, those old ads and the snow they're going through. It's pretty insane, because they didn't have much lug. They didn't have much. I mean, they were wider tracks, but
like sitting on a park bench, man. Yeah. I mean, there must have been a ton of back injuries.
Oh, I'm telling you, There, that shows a good
wicked view.
Is that you down in there?
Yeah, we're going down a decline, and the guide actually got stuck going downhill at a pretty steep angle. That's how deep it was.
And you're just sitting there waiting. If he's stuck, I'm holding back.
Yeah, you can see the channel he's digging out there.
Yeah.
Really?
There's a trench. Everyone thinks, 3-inch lugs, I could go anywhere. They still get stuck, and they get very stuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You want to make sure you have lots of good friends to help.
Oh yeah, my buddy, he's a union carpenter, and he's just an animal. He's helping us so much.
Yeah.
There's some nice snow too.
Yep, two of my buddies there, just enjoying life. I mean, everyone just had a ball on this trip. It was perfect.
Nice.
So is this still your bachelor party trip that we're looking at?
Yeah.
Oh God! If I could do it all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. How many guys went on that trip, Chris?
There was, let's see, I think 5 of us.
Right on. Nice. Looks like
there's 6 of us total. Yeah.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah, I kind of set it up as a bachelor party because I know other people, the wives wouldn't let them out of the house if it wasn't a bachelor party. So I just wanted to go snowmobiling out west. This is my bachelor party.
What a great idea, right? Because your 3 other buddies the wives have been, no, you're not going snowmobiling.
Yeah, and then now they're obligated. It's like I can't miss the bachelor party.
That's
so we got
awesome.
them out there.
That was smart.
Yeah.
Right on.
And is that the stripper pole right above me here?
There's strippers in Togati. I don't want to see them.
No, that's right.
Right.
What happens in Togati stays in Togati.
Sometime I see strippers in the distance in the trees.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man.
His mind's in the gutter just like mine. Thank you, Greg, for being there with me. Yeah. Yeah. So this is not in the mountains. This is trail riding again. Oh, this is the same picture as earlier, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're back
in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I because I duplicated some of the photos. I thought I deleted this one, but always good to see trail sleds.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Holy, look at that shot. What in the hell has he got in his hand?
Antlers? That was my old business. I invented an antler you could drink out of. And so this is my attempt to get attention for the product.
That's funny.
No, pretty good.
Look at the guy in the background wearing the
I know.
the American flag with the antlers in his hand. Just
Captain
get
America
sending her.
jumping a jet ski. He's got a jet
Just-
ski like 5 feet out of the water with the antler in his hand, and the other guy's riding a wake surfboard with a beer in one hand and the antler in the other, taking
giving
a
her.
drink. Yeah,
And everyone thinks this photo is fake. It's legit.
That was a
That
wicked.
is-
You couldn't have taken it better, like at the perfect time. That's
Mhm.
perfect
hilarious.
timing. That's crazy. So, do you still have what were they called? Those antlers?
It's called the deer bong. It's a play on the beer bong.
The
Deer bong.
You
You'd
still
sell
sell
a
those when you
pile
get
of
some
those.
when you get some studs? Throw some of them in there. That's wild.
Yeah. Free deer bong with your.
That's wicked.
They actually were in the Fast Trac trailer forever until I sold the business.
Oh
where we
wow,
stored 'em.
That's hilarious.
that's funny. Hey, you know what? If you use the coupon code DEER, yeah.
You get the deer bong. That's
And now's
awesome.
the
That's
time to
funny.
buy them. This is when they'd be selling.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
That's hilarious. What a perfect shot, though. Your buddy in
I
the
know.
background. He's just sending it. Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I don't think that would fly up here, as pardon the pun, but the boozing and on the water is probably the big thing, eh?
Yeah.
This not supposed to fly in Wisconsin either, but
Yeah.
But it
Look
did.
at your
Oh, yeah.
buddy's got
And-
the flag, the shorts.
I know. It's
Oh,
classic.
man. Now,
I
did
just
he
love
land
that
that, or did he
shot.
Did he give her a good wipe out?
he wiped out on that one.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
That's awesome.
You can see his foot's off the jet ski.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's
Oh,
losing it
yeah,
right
it's
now,
true.
isn't he? Because he's
Yeah.
holding on to the antler. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, this
Kinda
photo
reminds
was
me-
on the Chive and kind of went viral because you could kind of Google reverse image search, and like there's hundreds of sites that just steal Chive stuff, and it's crazy to watch where it ended up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's too funny. Well, there you go. some
Another good
wakeboard.
shot. You guys are killing it with the stunts. You got a
Wow.
wakeboard upside inverted over, jumping over a girl on the wakeboard below. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm washed up now. I don't do much of this stuff anymore besides ride the jet ski. But yeah, this is back in the day, one of the more exciting photos I had of hobbies.
Right
That's
on.
you up in the air, is it?
Yeah, it's me and my sister.
Wow.
Oh, that's wild. I didn't even know that. That's pretty
wild.
cool. What's pulling the two riders there?
Mastercraft.
Malibu Wake Setter.
Malibu, yeah, right on.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice Kawasaki
Yeah.
jet
That's
ski.
my summer sleigh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
I love the colors, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I picked this thing back up in 2010. And it's like it's my summer fun now, really, to get my fix. Like you go out on a rough day, it's like riding a mogul trail, get some wake surfers out there, you're able to double and triple some waves. It keeps the snowmobile kind of feeling alive during summer.
That's cool.
Nice.
Greg is funny. He says in this last photo, I think I seen a couple bald eagles flying behind him. America. I love it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That thing, that jet ski is sexy, man. I love it. So sleek
is nice.
line. Yeah.
Nice colors.
What
too.
year is it? What year is that?
That's an 06, and really,
Really?
they quit making, like, California banned two strokes, so they quit making the Kawasaki, I want to say in 11 or 12, and then Yamaha was making the Superjet in their two stroke up until last year, as long as you're a racer.
Yeah, neat. How fast do they go? How fast does that 800 go?
I think it tops out around 48.
Yeah, that's pretty quick though. Man.
Yeah, the water comes pretty quick at you, but at least
Yeah.
it's soft and allows you to get pretty wild and do stuff you normally wouldn't do on land.
Larry
Yeah. Oh
Enticer.
yeah. 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 There we go. There's a blast from the past.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
He's at
good-
the MBRP booth. He works with them.
And
That's hilarious.
he signed the actual deer bong there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my buddy was all about Larry and Ticer, and he was all about the deer bong, so I got him a present, had him sign it for him.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's wicked.
We were supposed to work together on the deer bong doing something, but channels never crossed again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But the first time before I had the product out, I messaged him on Facebook, and his response was, "That's a deadly device I need."
That's funny. Look how burnt Larry and Ticer is right here. He's just red as a lobster.
I've seen him in the last couple of years. Oh, yeah, he's kind of faded off a bit.
Yeah, just send it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Brad says, does Fast Trac make a chisel stud? I think he means chisel.
Yeah, chisel
Stud. Do you make anything for raw ice?
We used to. We might still have some stock. And as far as the smaller sizes, like 1 inch or 1.080, but we kind of got away with that and just focus on trail stuff now.
Yeah.
Mark Bowe says, look at Larry and Ticer's shins all busted up.
These guys, man. That's too funny. Oh man.
Yeah. No, Michigan Outlaws hasn't been on tonight.
No, not yet. Yeah.
They would have loved the Michigan Outlaws would have loved the deer bong, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I think probably the coolest person I got the deer bong in the hands of was Travis Pastrana.
Oh yeah? Really? That's exciting.
Yeah, I sponsored a kid that rode at his compound a lot, and he gifted him one.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, them bruises are from the Super Twin. Yeah.
My buddy, his grandma has an enticer, and we always used to rip it around. Those things are fun to beat the crap out of.
Oh yeah, yeah, light, right? Crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that was it for the pictures that Chris sent in. Thanks for sending those in. That's awesome. Here, I'll get us all back at normal size, but. Yeah, Slowby says Larry can only take so many crashes and burns. That's probably the truth, right? Some of the stuff he was doing at the end there was like just before the end of his stardom was pretty crazy. I can't believe he survived half of that stuff. Yeah, Mark Bowe. Yep, it hurts me to watch that guy land.
Oh man, no kidding, eh?
He looked like a human crash test dummy the way he was flying.
Yeah. Some of the times, man, he looked like Sled Ed there with the dummies. You know, sometimes when he'd land those the Christine, his sled. Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Oh, it's insane. Jesse from Sled Addicts has to take over now, and he's got to start doing that stuff.
Slowly back in the day. Crew would crush beer funnels if we knew the deer dog. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. How long ago did the deer bong finish up, Chris? A few years ago, a couple years ago?
That was kind of a nightmare project for me. I had a molder and a mold maker that didn't really agree with each other. So the molder is like, the mold's not right, and the mold maker's saying we don't trust them. And wasn't until I went through that for like a year, and then finally I just yanked the project from the molder and moved it to a place in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Finally got it to market. I got it rolling. I said this thing is way too much work for me with all this other stuff to make happen. So I listed on Biz Buy Sell and sold it for asking price.
Nice.
Nice.
And then the person that bought it, they apparently didn't have the energy I had, because the thing took energy to move the product, and I was just getting burnt out. You can only make so many videos drinking out of an antler.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Do any of them still exist out there in the YouTube world, or no?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a bunch still around, right?
We'll have to look at them after the show. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I made a whole video. I didn't ever publish it, but I made a whole Billy Mays impression video. It was pretty epic.
Right on. Nice. Is this where your dad's like, listen, you got to come over and start working in the family business and giving up the antler?
I was doing everything at the same time.
That's hilarious.
Wow. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, for sure. It's such a niche product, you know. So
Yeah, and it sold well, but it's just doesn't solve a problem per
Yeah.
se.
no, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Well, it does in a way, you know.
It's a very unnecessary problem that doesn't need it to solve it.
No, that's right.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love
Right
it.
on.
I love it.
Good.
Now I have to figure out how to 3D print one of those, Rich.
Oh Lord. Oh man.
There's-
Oh, that's too funny. That's good.
Great. Slowby says it creates a 2-day problem.
Yeah,
I hear
that's
you.
good, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
That's
Maybe a
good, Chris.
3-day problem because the third day you're looking for where the deer bong went.
Yeah,
So,
that's about
I
it.
actually had a deer bong 3D printed, and when I picked it up, the guy's like, "You're not planning on drinking this out of, are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not? That's why I printed it. You know, I don't want to make phony videos pretending to drink out of it." And he goes,
yeah.
"Well, this material's toxic." And I'm like, "Well, how toxic is it?" And he's like, "Well, it may lead to you becoming allergic to plastic." And I'm like, "Well, that'd be a pretty big problem in today's world." So,
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, that's
especially when
hilarious.
I'm packaging these.
Yeah,
Right?
no
Yeah.
kid.
You drank one too many.
start
Imagine
breaking.
every order I'm breaking out in hives.
Yeah, nice. That's awesome.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That is good.
Cow. It's
Right
insane.
on. So you got
Insane.
anything new you guys are working on, Chris? I guess there's not really anything new you can really come out with, or is there anything that you've like a new product you got coming out, or?
No, I mean, we're always interested in new ideas. I mean, I was kind of looking at getting into the snow bike stuff a couple of years ago, but that seems like that kind of peaked, and it's not going to displace snowmobiles as far as riding out west goes. But right now, I'm just focused on maximizing our product line, and if there's any opportunity, I always got my eyes and seeing what I can do. But
Right on.
it's pretty freaking busy here, so.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
eh?
I bet. Now, do you have a bigger market share in the U.S. than you do in Canada? Is that something you're wanting to grow?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to be working with Clark in the future to grow it. But I think our hands are tied this season, unfortunately. We're out of probably like 4 or 5 different sizes, trying to get back in stock. One popular one's the 1625 Top Gun 2. We're going to be back in stock in the next week or two with that one. And then it's just
Nice.
manufacturing's a headache this year, but we'll be ready to rock and roll next year. We do ship into Canada, but it's obviously kind of sucks. Customs and all the fees to hit you with.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well,
Right
actually, mine, I think I said it when I first got them what the bill was, but it wasn't very much. So it wasn't that I got really dinged on it for the customs part of it, but it's part of doing the business. I think I was used to it just from the amount of stuff I've ordered from the US and you got to pay eventually, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and initially we were doing free shipping into Canada, but then I realized how much UPS was dinging everyone. So it's like, I'm not going to try and get the sale and then UPS ding the customer on the background. So we switched to services that you don't get dinged as nearly as bad, because I don't get why it crosses the border and the value's higher. Obviously stud kits, the value's going to be on the little more extreme end of them, and they charge you more to process it, even though it's the same amount of work as processing a $20 item. So
yeah, it's weird. It is weird.
Yeah, that's the scam they got going on. And
for sure. Yeah.
I don't I wasn't aware, and then someone told me about it. The customer's like, they want this much money. I'm like, I'll take care of you. But
yeah.
Unfortunately, this nice free shipping has to go. So unfortunately, that's gone.
Wow.
Yeah. It's too bad. What was Neil saying?
It is, but next year, I hope we get product stocked into Canada, so they can either buy it through Clark or he fulfills it. So we got that moving forward.
That's a good idea for sure.
Oh,
and they go together, right? The carbides and studs, they go together. So I mean, you got 2 amazing products. So that's going to work out for both of you. That's great.
Yeah, it really does, because you upgrade the studs in your track, you're gonna need to upgrade your carbides.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
for
it's
sure.
the best studs in the business combined with the best carbides in the business. So you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone that asks us what carbide they're on, we always say Bergstrom triple points if you want the best of the best.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brad Hitchcock out of beer, Gary. The cup's half full. It is.
Slowly, I've been wanting a steer antlers to drink out of a horn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So-
Steer horn.
What Soda Pop 20 Fast Trac still based out of Lake Zurich?
We moved about 3 miles up the street to Wakanda.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Right on. Cool. Very good. Yeah. Now, are
Was
you
it- did you
are
have
you
any-
at the office right now, Chris? Or
No, I'm actually in my basement. I got
Oh.
a green screen behind
nice,
me.
smart.
Oh,
Found a
that's
nice,
cool.
nice
Right on.
picture of the shop.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I live 5 minutes from the shop, so it's super convenient as far as meeting people and stuff like that.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
How many people work in the shop?
We keep it lean. It's just old man and I.
Mhm.
Oh, is that right? That's awesome.
Yep.
That's good.
And is he talking retirement soon, or is he gonna do this as long as he possibly can?
He has no problem doing like answering phones and stuff, but you'll probably see him retiring pretty soon here.
That's funny.
Right on. Good.
Yeah.
Chris, I started using carbides by a Wisconsin company called Snow Studs. Very good stuff. From Dominator. I don't know. Never heard of them, have you?
No, they've got a lot of different products down there. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because Clark moved Bergstrom up to Canada, you were saying, right?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying, yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
It was a US company, and he moved it up. So,
Mhm.
or whether it's still down there and he's just marketing it of Canada, but that's where it was based.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
based out of McChesney Park, which is not too far from us, and I believe he still manufactures out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't let
not
the cat out of the
100%
bag. We
that.
can ask him next week, right?
Yeah,
There you
true.
go.
Yeah. Because we were just
Right.
shooting the breeze with him there at the show. So, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be doing that. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
That'll be good having both you guys back to back. That'll be a good show.
Oh,
too.
I think it's a perfect combination, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, Brad Hitchcock says, "Do you machine all the studs?"
Yeah, we do most of the stuff, but obviously, Snowmobile Studs isn't big enough to support every single process of the manufacturing part of it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like
And the
heat treat.
nuts are obviously the nuts are obviously stock somewhere that you order them in, and the studs you machine.
Yeah, these ones are machined,
Hmm.
the tall ones.
Oh, are they? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Right on. That's in house, is it, or do you have outsourced that?
A couple local vendors. Everything we keep local.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
nice.
good too. That's
Nice.
nice. That's
Yeah.
good.
So it's all made in USA kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Right
Yeah,
on.
that's good. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice
Can't
to
beat
hear
that
that.
quality control of that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true, right? And then you eliminate some of the logistic headaches as well of getting it to you, and like you're saying, if it's stuck in a container somewhere, it's not doing any good.
Correct. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I'm really happy with what I've seen. I can't wait to put them in my track, and it's going to be pretty exceptional. So it's glad to hear other people have used them and loved them. And I had a buddy that ran them, and I mentioned to him that I had ordered a set. He goes, "Yeah, that's what he had in his sled previously," and he's like, "They're awesome." He goes, "I can't bend them." You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Mike Goulas, yes.
Oh yeah.
Hold on
Right
a
on.
second here.
Nice.
Oh, where'd that come? $20. Thanks, Mike. Love it. Good to meet you the other day. That was awesome. Glad you guys
Yeah.
come up and said hi too. That's incredible. I can't even remember the number of people that we ran into this weekend. I think it's amazing. So
That was good. Good fun, man.
yeah. But
Everybody looking
Brad
forward to getting out
Hitchcock
riding.
wants. Yeah. Oh yeah. Brad Hitchcock wants to know what number of stainless. Is that something you can reveal or not?
No, we keep that tight-lipped. We don't want to make it easy for anyone to kind of figure out our
Nice.
process.
Right? Yeah, boy.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I was wondering about that, right? So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But hey, Chris, Dem Boys at RT12 Arctic Cat, Bruce. He says,
Love
love
your
your products.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bruce is the man. Route 12 Rental is probably one of the best Arctic Cat dealers out there.
Right on.
Right.
Is he close by to you, Chris? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 20 minutes away.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good.
That's Soda Pop 20. He's been on the chats before. That's
Yep.
great.
Yeah, he's been in here before. Yeah.
I
Good
love it.
support. Yeah, that's good. All right. We got
Yeah.
any other questions? We got
Corey wants to know how the carbide is inserted in the end. I have a buddy whose tips fell out of the woodies. Is that a problem with yours at all, or?
No, it's brazed in there. So basically a solder is put on top.
Can't even see it. It's amazing.
Yeah, we kind of switched between silver and copper this year just because of the production shortage of materials and stuff. But ideally, we try to stick with silver, but copper is our backup. Silver is a little bit harder as far as the braze goes, but a lot of our copper studs, like this one right here, the tip's going to be. Nah,
Hold on.
my camera's
There you
out of
go.
focus.
There you go. Try it again, though.
All right, it's focused in on here.
Oh, look at that. That's a nice part about having an SLR. Go back. Oh, it's a little bit too,
Yeah, it's not
too
working
depth
too
of
good.
field there. Yeah.
But the copper, the carbide's exposed. The silver, a little sloppier, but the silver wears off within the first 50 miles. So it's, people will call us and say, I can't see the carbide. Where is it? And it's like, just give it 50 miles and you'll see it right
You'll
there.
see it. Yeah. Yeah. The silver's
Yeah,
over.
nice.
And no issues using the bite harder tool to sharpen them up again, right? Like any other
Bite
stuff?
harder, using a tool like that, you're just going to shorten the life out of the stud.
Okay.
But other than that, if you just look, if you're willing to sacrifice the length or longevity of the stud for performance, it's definitely a good option.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Good to know.
How many studs do you recommend for a 2015 Apex? That's the Falcon. What size tracks on that? What length?
I would have to look that up. I'm guessing that's probably a 121. So 4 strokes are a little torqueier. So 3 per row is probably a little more ideal if you're more concerned with performance. So 144, probably get away with 96. But if it's an older track, probably more is better as far as putting less stress on it.
He says he's got 144. Yeah.
It's a 144 track.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 144. So you probably go 114 would be a good number for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What Corey Brock says, what kind of price points are the stud kits? Like what would it cost to do like a 96, a 144 kit and etc. with backers?
Let's see here. I know.
Putting you on the spot.
Keep you on your toes, eh, Chris?
I want to say
it doesn't have to be down to the penny, but
yeah, educated guess, right?
are they competitive? Like, are you competitive, or is it's a premium product? So
I know in the States we're a little bit under everyone else, not a whole lot, but in Canada we're kind of tend to be a little bit more expensive at the end of the day, but it's right in line. Nothing's ridiculous. You're not gonna say these guys are out of hand.
yeah, no, that's good. But
Right
Craig says, "Oh, he's getting a calculator out. Look out!"
Well, it'll be interesting to see.
But you can always go on the website. You can always go on the website fasttrac.co. There's no K in track. fasttrac.co, and the prices are all there. You can order, and don't forget to add the toolkit into the cart, and then you use the coupon code SNOW SNOW, and that toolkit's absolutely free.
Right on. I'll be ordering mine soon.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely, Rich. Let me know.
Yeah.
Yep. No, for sure. That'd be awesome. Looking forward to trying them out. I am going to try that track out without it. First time I'm ever going to be riding a sled without studs. Not going to lie, I'm a little nervous, but you know, I'll try it out, and I wanted to try it out anyways, and then like I said, I was going to stud it. So
Well, it'll be a good
for sure.
experience. Now you're gonna know studded versus pre-studded.
yeah, I mean,
If you have stock on product, what is typical turnaround from ordering on the website to getting it shipped to you? If you're in the US, let's say, or Canada.
In the US, I mean, we try and get stuff out once we're in season. Right now, I'm at shipping within 1 business day. But once we get
Nice.
towards like people trying to put stuff on their machine right away, we go up until same day shipping until 3, which is a fun few weeks or months for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get stuff out ASAP. We might be bringing on a little more, being able to order next day air and stuff like that for people in a pinch. But
And
that's a pretty big project.
And that's pretty quick. I mean, you can't ask for better than that right now.
No, for sure. Right.
Yeah. See, Uncle Buck, he knows. He says, Rich, it's going to be like riding on ball bearings when you ride your track.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. You have to stud them.
Yeah.
We get a lot of people calling that have the ice ripper and studding them.
Yeah.
Just again, it's funny. I got some buddies that love it, and then other guys are like, no, you're not going to like it. But we'll see. It's one of those things. I just want to try it. I got to try it because I've never tried.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think you should.
I'm just going to try it and then see, and then I'll know right away. Like, you know, for most of it, right?
Yeah,
or whatever. Sure. So
yeah.
He said
Neil received his studs in a week, and he's up in Collingwood. So
good.
So that's great.
Yeah.
For sure. Greg doesn't consider snowmobiling a hobby. He says it's a addiction because they said that all hobbies cost. So price isn't the issue on the studs. That's for sure. Yeah.
No, that's good. It's like
what is your dream what is your dream destination? What's your perfect ultimate snowmobile session? If you had to pick something, do another bachelor party, what would you do?
I mean, I love all aspects of snowmobiling, from ditch banging to riding trails to riding deep snow out west. I guess perfect trip would be a little bit of everything. But, you know, obviously you're not going to fly out west to ride trails. But in the UP, we're able to get a very full range of best trails, some of the best trails in the area with good snow, and areas where you go play in the deep snow and go see nice, unique restaurants and see the areas. But it's more just being along with the friends and having a good time and no one breaking down. That's my perfect trip. Good snow.
Oh, absolutely.
Good
snow, good friends. And where can people find you? Have you got other social presence other than the website? Where else can people find information or follow the Fast Trac gang?
Our website's probably the best as far as stud sources. We're on Instagram. Please don't DM me. I don't really check it very often. My email is probably the best spot to get in contact with me, but we're on Instagram and Facebook.
Nice. And, what's your handle on those channels?
On Fast Trac Studs for Instagram, and I think Fast Trac Traction for both YouTube and Facebook. But our YouTube has a really good install video if anyone has any questions. It's 17 minutes long. It was absolutely brutal to make, but everyone loves it. That watches it and answers a lot of questions.
I love it.
And we're going to be making more videos.
Good for sure. Well, I'm going to put some out when I get my sled to stud. So, and hopefully it's not cold. I was saying to Corey, I know what's going to happen is it's nice weather now. It's perfect stud conditions, and I'm going to get it. It's going to be cold in my unheated garage.
That's the same thing. I'm going to need a heated garage, man, when I had mine in.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go up to your buddy's place in Dorset to put mine in.
Yeah, Steve's got a beautiful
his
facility.
shop. Yeah. Because, I mean, it'll be like I'll have 144 studs. I go, 30's good.
That's it, eh? Can't feel my fingers. We're done.
You're only supposed to put one in each of these holes, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's too funny, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
The other one's to hold your cigarette while you're poking the hole in the track, I think.
That's it, eh?
Yeah. That probably worked pretty good.
Yeah, Mike Gooley says, once again, cool show, guys. Got to go tonight. Yeah, thanks a lot for stopping by again, buddy, and thanks a lot for the super chat tonight, Mike.
Yeah,
Liz,
sure.
awesome. Check him out on YouTube too. He's got a little channel going on there as well. But
Right
no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I actually follow you on Instagram too, and I think as the season's winding up, we're going to see a lot more from you as well, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Instagram used to be an awesome place to get followers and stuff, and then Facebook got a hold of it and put the ratchet down, and because I was pretty good at getting the Instagram game back in the day, but then it just turned out it's not worth the effort.
Yeah, everything you touch. Yeah,
yeah,
but
sure.
You know, kind of one last thing I want to put out there is if people are at get your information from people that make the snowmobile studs and not trust the forums and Facebook groups, because I monitor those like crazy for chatter, and the amount of bad information I see those just makes me pull my hair out. And on occasion I respond, not as Fast Trac, just as myself, trying to help someone out so they don't end up with this horrible setup that they're going to wreck stuff with. And the loudmouths kind of double down on their bad advice.
Yeah. Brad says, did I get it drilled out back or to mark out my holes, Gary? No, they got a template kit you get for free when you buy the Fast Trac studs. So you print them out, you set them on your track, and we showed pictures of that earlier. So just rewind it later and you can see that the template in there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, it's good. Right on. Wicked, Chris.
Yeah,
thanks for coming by. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for joining the show. I really appreciate it, and thanks for supporting the show. I really appreciate that as well. And and don't forget to check out fasttrac.co, fasttrac.co. Add your studs and backers in the cart and nuts, and then put a toolkit in there. And when you hit the shopping cart, use the coupon code SNOW, SNOW, and you will get the install toolkit free of charge. Anything else you want to add to that there, Chris?
I think that pretty sums it up. I just see one last question asking if you could just purchase the template. We haven't had time to verify if it works with anyone else's stuff, so we just leave it for stud kits.
There you go.
Maybe in the future. I'm just so busy with this stuff.
Yeah. Why would you want to use any other studs?
Yeah.
We got to reward our customers.
That's kind of a mute point. You know, like can you purchase it for any studs? Why would you want to purchase any other studs, Greg? Give yourself a shake. Smack yourself. Anyway, thank you so much, Chris. This is awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Great. Another great show. 2 hours flew by again, as usual.
Yeah.
And we will see everyone next week. Thanks a lot. Happy Brapsgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, that's right. To our American friends. You guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. It's a short week for you guys. You guys all finish working tomorrow, probably, right? Tuesday?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, right on.
Oh, yeah.
Right on,
absolutely.
Chris. I'll be ordering my studs from you. Appreciate it, bud. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Gary and Rich.
If you want to hang out, I'm gonna roll the credits and away we go. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next week.
It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on.
Right on. Oh, no.